You love LA? You
I
got
love
that
LA.
Lakers hat on, so I know you love LA.
Mm-hmm.
But Phil, do you love the show I Love LA?
You know what? I really like the show I Love LA.
Whoa.
It was very funny and very surprising to me, bro. The first 2 episodes, I was kind of like iffy on it because I wasn't too into the characters. They were kind of getting on my nerves. But then when it came to a specific character about a specific celebrity that they based the episode on, I really got into the show where I was actually excited every single Sunday to see the next episode coming out. I was like, what is the next mayhem that's going to happen? What is the next thing? And it got me so excited. But overall, before I get into some stuff,
Some specifics.
I want to give this show a strong 8 out of 10.
Whoa, that's pretty high. That's actually higher than I thought you were going to give it.
Yeah, I actually want you to check this out because it gave me a little bit of the Adults FX show season 1 type of vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's about these group of friends, Maya, Tallulah, Alani, and Charlie. And at first, they're kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's their language because they're pretty mean to each other sometimes, but then they like pretty much love each other at the end. But they just seem like they were so like, they just seem like messed up characters at first. I wasn't too much of a fan, but later when some stuff happens, I get way more into them and I get way more into their stories, their separate lives, and it just turned into a whole funny mess of stuff. And I liked it. Two of the characters that stood out to me, because the main characters in the show are pretty much Maya and Tallulah, played by Rachel and Odessa. The other 2 characters, though, that I really liked was Charlie and Alani. Charlie mainly, though, his name's Jordan Firstman. You recognize him, though, because he was the boyfriend of Evan in The English Teacher.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he was in the show. Yeah, I saw a clip of him in it. And I was surprised.
Watching The English Teacher, like, I liked him. I was okay with him, but I wasn't, like, too invested. I didn't know too much. This was the second project I've seen him in, I Love L.A., and he was actually one of my favorite characters in the show.
Sick.
He was unbelievably funny, especially with the specific episode I was talking about, and instantly I always wanted to know what was going to be next with him.
Was he funnier in this show than he was in English Teacher?
Yes,
He was pretty funny. Okay,
1,000%. He was much more funny. Like, there was a scene that involved a restaurant that I thought was one of my favorite scenes of him in, because he was just trying to impress like a group or like get back in the good graces of a group. And while he's trying to do that, he finds out something at the end of it where he's like, well, I did that for nothing. And it's just so funny.
Yeah.
But he has more of those type of moments in the show. And I need to see him in more stuff. I need to, because he is a funny guy. And I just need to see him in more projects.
Is he in a lot of stuff already or no? Is he kind of on the come up? Is that what it is? Do you know?
I don't know because I've only seen him in 2 things, The English Teacher and I Love L.A. But if he is in more stuff, I wouldn't be surprised because he's really good. Right now, I only see that he was in 1 episode of Dave, but I guess other stuff I'm seeing. Apparently, he was Mr. Wilson in Miss Marvel. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
He was in 3 episodes. He was Mr. Wilson. Okay, I guess I didn't recognize it.
How many episodes is the show?
9, 8? I Love L.A.?
Yeah, 12?
I believe it's 8.
Okay.
It's 8 episodes.
What do you think about that?
The length of the episodes?
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. How long are the episodes?
Honestly, it's not that long. I want to say 35, 40 minutes.
How do you feel about a lot of these comedies being like 8-episode seasons?
I think depending on how the story's going, it should be a little bit longer. But for these now, I think it's okay. I think it's better than managed because, right now, watching Friends, I like it. I'm starting to get a little bit more into it, but there's 23 episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish there was just like 12 or 13 with that, just based off the comedy. But with this, I think 8 episodes is okay because now you get into season 2 because they were picked up for season 2, and now there's anticipation for it. Now, I don't know if there's going to be more episodes, if there's going to be 10 or 12, but if it's another 8 episodes, I'm totally fine with that with this format.
And I think the difference with this show, it sounds like, is the fact that it's 40, 50 minutes long or like 30, 40 minutes every episode. Yeah, okay.
30.
Which is pretty good. I feel like that's a more valid, like, 8. I still like the 12, 13. Mm-hmm. I feel like it just works. I feel like these shows are meant to be a little bit longer. I feel like I understand the 23-24. I don't love the 23-24 as much either. I think 12 and 13 is like your perfect sweet spot.
I think with you though, you are more of a TV show like watcher than I am.
Yeah.
That I'm more used to, or I think I'd be more used to the whole 8-episode, 10-episode.
For sure, yeah. I'm freaking, the shows I used to watch, everything was 24 episodes. Everything. And then, like, you see a lot more of, like, the more mainstay TV shows being, like, your Breaking Bads, a lot more serious being 13, 12 episodes.
Yeah.
But comedies standardly are, like, 24 episodes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? How do you feel about that? Because I know you have something in your head about it.
Well, that's why I don't love it. I think, like, look, I understand why you do it. Especially a first season. I think it's fair because you don't want to spend as much money on it and you want to see if it hits.
Yeah.
I think going into a second season, you need to pick it up for more episodes.
I'd be cool with that. But also, besides, like the situations that they get into are crazy. Like, not as, well, you know what? Yeah, I want to say they are crazy. It's just that there's not a Marty from Timothy, like, being a part of it trying to con, but they still get themselves into crazy situations that are, like, get your attention and get you wondering, like, how are they going to get out of this? Like, what's the next, like, direction? And I think that's mainly because Rachel and Odessa, those two, very good actors in this show, like very good. Everybody acts really well in this, but those two really drive like, oh my gosh, like why, or why are you choosing to do that? And then when you see either it works out for them or not, it's maybe satisfying, but it's a crazy show, like crazy.
Is the show more mature? Is it mature?
Way more on the mature side.
Okay.
But it's, well, no, yeah, it's way more on the mature side, but I also like how it's shot. It actually has a pretty good, like, it looks good. Like, you know, with adults, that looks pretty good. I like the way they were shooting it, and it kind of did remind me of adults, but I think this one looks a little bit more like a movie, a little bit more.
That feels higher budget.
Yes.
It's the HBO thing for sure, yeah.
But it looks good, and it was giving me, like, entourage vibes, or I kind of want it to get to that level, because mainly with Odessa's character, Tallulah, she's like a famous, I don't want to say model, maybe like a social media person. And Maya, played by Rachel, is managing her. So they are kind of trying to go on the come up of Tallulah's career. And I could see her getting to a place where she's like this high class celebrity, where her and her friends, like, were catching up on their lives too, because they're also successful. Jordan Firstman's character, Charlie, he's a stylist. And True Whitaker, who is the daughter of Forrest Whitaker, apparently. I was shook by that. I was told that by a friend. True Whitaker plays Alani, and I actually don't know, and my bad, correction, there was 9 episodes, but I don't know actually what her job was. I don't remember.
Just hanging out, just a friend.
But, yeah, maybe. But either way, I would love to see, like, them each year or so, each season, like, just leveling up.
How are you anticipating a second season? Are you confident? Like, are you like, oh, like, I need to see more of this? Or
Yes.
Is it kinda, okay, cool.
I want to see what happens in the future, and I really do think that there's more chaos that they can get into. Like, that's even bigger than what they're in now.
Okay.
I hope, at least.
I think I do need to check. I feel like this sounds like a me show. I feel like I would like it.
I think it really would be a show you would love.
Yeah, I
because
didn't see a lot
it's
of clips
very
on it.
funny.
I saw a couple for sure. I don't think this show like pushed me hard on the marketing the way adults did, where it just kind of was always in my face. So I was like, fine, I'll watch it. Luckily, this show didn't do that. But you sound like you really like it.
It was surprising, because at first I was really gonna get on that 3rd or 4th episode and just be like, okay, it's whatever. It's a 5 or 6 out of 10, but I think it was the 4th episode. The 4th episode made it much better. Much better.
How's Josh Hutcherson in this show?
Josh Hutcherson is honestly a character you root for in this show.
Cool.
You root for. And you also feel bad sometimes. Because when you have, I just told you these personalities that are in this show, like they're a lot. So imagine Josh Hutcherson, who's kind of like a
More
normal being in the mix with these characters.
Yeah.
He honestly is a good balance for the show.
Nice.
And I think I would want him to stay. I would want him to stay. I would want him to do more with this combination. But I don't know because it ends in a certain way. And if they were to end it that way, I wouldn't be mad. But I would also be very curious, I'll say. I would want a little bit more.
All right. Anything else you want to say on it?
Just if you guys want to check this out, it's on HBO Max. And if you guys loved adults, if you guys love some comedies that are placed in LA, highly suggest this one, because they definitely show you they're in LA. But I think you guys should get on the train now while there's this less of episodes before it becomes 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Like something big.
We'll
but
see. I feel
it's
like
a good show.
comedies don't get that love no more. But
You
we'll
never
see.
know, man.
You never know. That's true.